February 28th, 2026, 10:42 a.m. Eastern Time. The war just started. Now, at this exact moment, American and Israeli fighter jets are over Iranian airspace. Bombs falling on Tehran. Massive explosions. Fars news agency confirming it. The Iran-United States war began 3 hours ago. And while you were sleeping, while you were making coffee, while you were scrolling your phone, something else happened. Your bank just got the order. Freeze Iranian assets, freeze accounts, block transfers. And if you think this doesn't affect you, you're wrong. Because 37 minutes ago, Wells Fargo started locking accounts, not just Iranians. Anyone with Iranian connections, anyone who sent money to Iran, anyone who received money from Iran, students, businesses, families, gone, access denied. And this is just the beginning. Because what leaked 20 minutes ago from Treasury, what Scott Bessent is ordering right now, what banks are scrambling to implement before markets open, changes everything you thought you knew about your money being yours. Here's what they're not telling you. At 9:03 a.m. Eastern, the Treasury Department sent an emergency directive to every major bank in America. Subject line, immediate compliance required, Iran sanctions enforcement. The message was 3 paragraphs, short, direct, terrifying. Freeze all accounts with Iranian nexus. Block all transfers to or from Iranian entities. Report all suspicious activity immediately. No exceptions. No delays. Immediate action required. That email went to JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, every major financial institution. And within minutes, the algorithms kicked in. Artificial intelligence scanning millions of accounts, looking for Iranian names, Iranian addresses, transactions to Tehran, transfers from Dubai that might be Iranian oil money moving through cutouts, wire transfers mentioning Iranian businesses. Every single one. Flagged, frozen, done. And the people affected? They don't know yet. They're waking up, trying to buy coffee, card declined, trying to pay rent, transfer blocked, trying to access their savings, account restricted. And when they call the bank, when they finally get someone on the phone after an hour on hold, they get the same script. Your account has been flagged for review under Office of Foreign Assets Control regulations. We cannot provide additional information at this time. The freeze will remain in place pending investigation. There is no timeline for resolution. That's it. No appeal, no explanation. No access to your money, because the war just started. And the first weapon isn't missiles, it's your bank account. For economy, meet history followers trying to understand how geopolitical events translate into immediate financial consequences. This is the clearest example you'll ever see. War doesn't start with bombs anymore, it starts with frozen accounts. Let's rewind 12 hours. Because this didn't come out of nowhere. February 27th. Geneva. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi just finished the most intense round of negotiations in this crisis. Witkoff walks out. No deal. Iran offered to cap enrichment at 3.67%. Trump demanded zero enrichment. Iran said, dilute some uranium. Trump said, ship it all out. The talks collapsed. And at 8 p.m. Geneva time, 3 p.m. Washington time, Trump made a call. Not to Congress, not to allies, to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. The call lasted 4 minutes, and the order was simple. Execute Operation Persian Freedom. Strike Package Alpha. Tonight, by midnight Eastern Time, February 27th turning into 28th, B-2 stealth bombers were wheels up from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. F-35 fighters launched from Avda Air Base in southern Israel. Tomahawk cruise missiles armed on the USS Gerald Ford and USS Abraham Lincoln. Target packages finalized. Natanz nuclear facility, Fordo enrichment site, Isfahan uranium conversion plant, Revolutionary Guard intelligence headquarters in Tehran, Parchin military complex. And at 7:03 a.m. Tehran time, 10:33 p.m. Washington time. February 27th, the first bombs hit. The war started, and simultaneously another war started, the financial war. Because Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was on the phone too, not with banks yet, with oil market analysts. Because here's what happens when America bombs Iran. Iran threatens to close the Strait of Hormuz. 20% of global oil supply flows through that strait. If Iran mines it, if they attack tankers, if they make it too dangerous for ships to pass, oil prices don't just rise. They explode. Analysts were telling Bessent oil could hit $150 a barrel by Monday, $200 by Wednesday, maybe higher. Gas prices in America, $8 a gallon, 10, maybe 12. That crashes the economy. Stock market collapses. Inflation spikes. Recession. Maybe depression. So Bessent's job, his only job right now, is preventing panic. How? Cut off Iran's ability to retaliate economically, freeze their assets, block their oil sales, shut down their shadow banking networks, make it impossible for them to move money. And that means freezing accounts. Lots of accounts. At 8:47 a.m. Eastern to February 28th, Besant signed Executive Order 14037, Emergency Economic Measures regarding Iran. The order invoked the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA. This is the same law that froze Russian assets after Ukraine, the same law that locked Venezuela out of the financial system. And now it's Iran, and anyone connected to Iran. The order designates every Iranian bank as a specially designated national, SDN. That means blocked, frozen, untouchable. It designates the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organization, already was, but now it's reinforced. Anyone doing business with IRGC? Frozen. It designates Iran's entire oil sector National Iranian Oil Company. Every subsidiary, every ship in their shadow fleet, every trader who's bought Iranian oil in the last year, frozen. And here's the part that affects regular people. The order includes a provision for secondary sanctions. That means if you're not Iranian, if you're American, if you're European, but you've done business with Iran, you can get caught. You can get frozen, your account can get flagged, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Reza Ahmadi, a graduate student, computer science, Stanford University. He's 24 years old, born in Tehran, came to America on a student visa 5 years ago. Brilliant kid, top of his class. Green card application pending, loves America, plans to stay permanently. This morning at 7:30 a.m. Pacific, he tried to buy breakfast. Card declined. He thought it was a mistake. Tried again. Declined. Checked his banking app. Account restricted. Balance showing zero. But he had $11,400 in that account. His entire savings, rent money, food money, his life. He called Wells Fargo. 1 hour on hold. Finally got someone. Your account has been frozen under OFAC sanctions. We cannot release funds at this time. But I'm not sanctioned. I'm a student. I have a green card application. Sir, I cannot provide additional information. The freeze is under review. You'll be notified when it's resolved. How long? We cannot provide a timeline. Reza is not alone. There are approximately 47,000 Iranian students in America right now. Graduate students, undergraduates, researchers. And starting this morning, many of them are waking up to frozen accounts, not because they did anything wrong, because an algorithm flagged their Iranian passport, their Iranian family sending tuition money, their transactions to Tehran to help parents back home. All of it. Red flags? All of it. Frozen. But students are just the start. Businesses. American businesses that import goods from Iran, that have contracts with Iranian suppliers, that bought Iranian oil before sanctions, that did legitimate trade when it was legal. All of them getting frozen this morning. Accounts locked. Transactions blocked. And the chaos is spreading. Because it's not just direct Iranian connections. It's indirect. You do business with a company in Dubai. That company does business with Iran. Your transaction gets flagged. Your account gets frozen. You're 2 degrees separated from Iran. But the algorithm doesn't care. Frozen. This is what financial warfare looks like. And it's happening right now, while you're watching this. Now let's talk about the mechanics. Because freezing isn't simple. Banks use something called OFAC screening software. Office of Foreign Assets Control, Treasury Department's sanctions enforcement arm. The software scans every transaction, every name, every